Hi, my name's Shona Davies. I'm 40 years of age and I'm originally from South Africa. I run a digital healthcare company and I have done the Southern Ocean, all Australia and Asia Pacific legs of the last Clipper race. And this is my story. I first found out about the Clipper race from friends of mine and I looked into it a lot, and you know, there's always the thing about, oh, I'd love to do it, but there's never time, or there's never enough money, or there's never space to be able to do it. Training was fantastic. I've certainly had really brilliant training skippers and first mates, very patient, very able to communicate to me what my strengths were, how to improve certain areas, making sure that you really have the basic core skills that you need to be able to sail these boats across the oceans. Also, you know, the safety training that gets done, it's drilled into you from day one how to make sure that you and your fellow crewmates are safe on the boat, and that's critical for when you get out onto the race itself. So I'm really pleased that we went through all of that in such detail during the training weeks themselves. I've always loved being out in the wilderness. Being out on the ocean, it is a wilderness of its very own type. And there's so many things that you can see. The stars at night are absolutely incredible. Sunrises and sunsets like you've never ever seen. The phosphorescence that you get in the water, where the whole ocean is glowing around you, it's quite something. And when you see the dolphins that are speeding past you through the phosphorescence, we call them the torpedo dolphins. It does look like a torpedo speeding along next to the boat, and you can the outline of the tail flicking through the phosphorescence. These are memories I will have with me for the rest of my life. I think what's also surprised me is that I've actually been able to do a lot of the things that I didn't think I would. I started on the Southern Ocean race asking if I could please try to learn how to helm, and I think I started pretty well, but I was only rated to about 20 knots of wind, and I was looking at these guys helming in 30, 40 knots of wind and thinking, my goodness, I don't know how or if I will ever be able to do that. But it turns out I got guns and I did it. That was pretty surprising too. I surprised myself also in how I took to things like working the bow. I had figured that being quite an OCD person, I would be more in the snake pit and handling the lines and the ropes. But as it turned out, I was much happier on the pointy, splashy bit of the boat, mucking around with sails and trim and getting very, very wet. Oh my goodness, the welcome in China is incredible. You've not seen anything like it. Fireworks, music, dancing, the lions that came to greet us in China, one of whom had a particularly wiggly little bottom, which was very amusing. And here in Qingdao, honestly, I'm from Africa, the drum beats are in my blood, and to just hear those drums, absolutely inspiring, joy-making, there are no words. This opportunity to get involved in the Clipper race has taken me from dinghy sailing to big boats, and what an experience. It's very, very different, but very, very rewarding.